Yeah, looks like we're live. Eat me a little Dr. Pepper cotton candy. Yeah, we're there. You know, I haven't been here in so long. I kind of had to straighten things up today here. I have 16 airplanes. Unreal. Anyway, what I'm doing today is basically sanding the shape into this thing. Remember what I told you about? This here has to match the spinner. I almost got it. It's a little high right here. So you just take your time and you sand and look and sand and look. Hey, good evening. This won't be a super long video because, you know, I can't believe you guys like these. But the sanding videos do really well. So, that looks like we dropped one. Well, whatever. Anyway, so I'm just going to sit here and keep tweaking until I get this shape exactly as I want it. You know, when I go out to the field and I look at you guys' airplanes, I can tell you haven't been standing next to the sanding block very long. So, take my lead. Sand, sand, and resand. While I was cleaning up today, I'm getting my other room set up and ready to go. While I was cleaning up today, I run into a couple of magazines. Kind of neat. "2016. God, it doesn't seem like it's been that long ago. 2016 model aviation. Has my shoestring in it. I don't know if you can see that or not. Come on, let's see here. I'll read you the paragraph. There it is. Anyway, we got Control Line World here. We'll look back at that. It says, Robert Stork shoestring. Many of us have converted RC kits for control line scale. So when a new control line scale kit comes along, it's unusual. Rodak Manufacturing has released a new control line scale kit of the Formula One shoestring racing airplane. When it came time to build a prototype, me, yours truly, was selected to fly his version of the 216 Rodak fly-in and the Nats. Robert started Stunt Hanger Control Line Forum, one of the best places to get information about control line scale and find what everyone else is doing. Visit the website and look through it. You can ask questions or just find out what's going on. Robert normally builds and flies control line aerobatic stunt models, so this was his first scale model. Although some things are the same, there are a few differences between control line scale and control line stunt that he had to learn. Not really. The design has scored well in static judging and during flight competition, but even if you want to compete, the model was a great size with a 58-inch wingspan. It uses the Sato or a 56 to 72 size glow engine and has a striking paint scheme. Regardless whether you fly glow or electric power, this is not a beginner's kit. The prototype model that Robert built uses a 3626 Cobra electric motor with a 60 amp ESC and a 2.4 gigahertz for throttle control. Although you can hide a glow engine inside the model, the electric power makes it look clean without any items exposed. A Tactic 650 2.4 gigahertz transmitter was used to control the throttle. The model was finished with Brodak Dote because of the contours of the fuselage. It was covered with Coverite, and Polyspan was used on the wing. Robert flew this model to a first place finish at the 2016 Brodak Fly-In and a third place in sports scale at the 16 AMA Nats. This kit was available through the Brodak website. I did some of the adjustments on the instructions because the instructions were really not all that good. But it's a nice kit. I still got the airplane. I haven't flown it very much. I'm not interested in scale. Like when I was at Brodak, they asked me, "Aren't you going to practice your pattern?" What pattern? Takeoff and landing? Nah, I don't think so. Now I would have got a first place. I would have been Grand National Champion in scale at the Nats, hadn't been for one knucklehead and one bad magnet on the cowl. But I'll never try that again. That was, Then I ran across the very first edition of Control Line World, which was October 2006. Kind of nostalgic, brings back old memories. I was looking through, see who's dead, who's alive still. John Asford, Lou Rankin is in here, Bob Zambelli. I didn't know he was an aerospace engineer, but that's what it says in here. There's a neat trick that I ran across for hubcaps. I didn't even think of it, out of the bottom of a soda can. So we might do that. But see, I'm all about not adding anything. I want to Jet Bill, Richard Hart, Kent Tyser. Talks about the electric flying clown, the electric Mike Palco. Now, everybody thinks Mike Palco was the inventor of electric. No, not really. Walt Burnell. Walt Burnell had him at Booter Park way before anybody else. Brodak Strega, Wendy Urtnowski. Of course, we got Speed in here. Shows Joey Matheson. He's a friend of mine. He's got my last Thunderbolt still in Las Vegas. And my buddy Pete Klepsik, he's still going, I think. I haven't seen him since last year, but nobody said anything about him. Gary Hall, I don't know him. Speed Limit Combat. Jim Carpenter, I think he's passed on. I'm not sure. Rick Blankenship, he's passed on. cat daddy. And then we got all the winners. This is really, it's not much of a magazine per se, but it was something that, you know, that Brodak did. Okay, let's get to sanding. There we go with the stupid, your encoder sending data faster than real time. There must be a some type of update that I can use for that. I got the motor and the header in this thing now. Don't go too far, because you go too far, you're screwed. Get a flat spot in it, that's the end of that. That looks pretty good. Now the canopy area. These wooden canopies are kind of hard to blend in. I have to put some super fill around that turn there. Good evening, Alan. So I'll get this done, and then I found some dope. We won't be doping tonight, we'll do that tomorrow, maybe cover the wing. Maybe glass the cowl. I've got the cowl sanded out. I've got the cowl sanded out pretty good, but I don't want to sand it any farther until I get fiberglass on it. I found some glass here. It's a 1 ounce cloth, it's 1 ounce E glass. I usually use ½ ounce, but I think we'll use 1 ounce, put it on, and then take the wood, all the wood away to lighten it up. It's down to about 1/8 of an inch right now. I don't want to go any farther until I get it till I get glass on it. Of course, I gotta thin these out. These need to be 1/8 of an inch. But I don't want to lose that shape, so, because it fits perfect. We're gonna have to probably sand a little bit on the back of this and put some 64th ply. I got a short header on here because they didn't have an 1.25" drop header here. I got one in Dayton. The 1.5" header is too high. It'd be sticking out the bottom of the airplane. I got a brand new 1.5", but too much drop. So far, this cow weighs 8/10, so it's got quite a bit more to come off of it. But it'll all be done by hand. It'll take a while. I just about got the other room straightened up. You know, not being here for 6 years every day, I didn't realize how crapped up this place was. But I'm getting it straightened out now. Took about 5 loads of garbage, trash, threw wood away. I don't know why I saved that wood. I saved scraps of 11-pound wood that I'll never use. Never use that. There ain't no way. I need to bring an RC guy over here and say, give me $50 for all my 11-pound wood. I also had the Supermarine down test fitting the engine. Hey, glad to be here. Glad you're here. I had the S6B. No, that's a S6B off the wall today. Put the 61 in it. I got these goofy spinners that I had the Speed guys make me. I got 3 of them. I think they were $75 a piece or whatever. I got 3 of them. I can't put them on because I don't have the adapter nut anymore, so now I'm going to make another adapter nut. It's a straight through 5/16 nut. It doesn't step down to 1/4 20. It has the smallest 1.25" spinner that I could find, that I could get on. It's off a Speed plane. One of them guys that flies, machinists that fly Speed, made them for me. So now, basically, all the parts are done for the airplane. I got... Let's weigh the airplane up. Let me take the engine out of this. and I'll show you what it weighs. I gotta keep sanding. I gotta sand on this. I think I'm about 25 ounces right now. And that sounds good, but it ain't. Need to be, I'd like to be at 20 ounces, but that ain't gonna happen. Of course, make me chase it, go under the table. Did it? Nope, it disappeared though. Ah, come on. How can that little piece get so much energy that it could run away? Come on. Certainly did, though. Okay, drop right here. Can't go too far. Oh, there it is. Okay. Didn't go far, it was just hiding in plain sight. Now, I won't be using this aluminum spinner. They look nice, they're just really heavy. I mean, they're by far the best spinner out there. They're just too heavy. So I use Medusa spinners. They weigh 7 grams. This spinner, back plate, nose cone, ready to go. 1.35 ounces. Now, the only reason why I would use that is if I was happened to be tail heavy. But if I'm tail heavy, I didn't do my job right. Too much paint, not enough sanding. Okay, so we don't need this stuff anymore, really. I use these Randy spinners to get the shape, because they're shaped the same as a Medusa. Well, the draft angle of the curve. So I can get the nose shaped right, but these are even hard to come by now. You can't get them from Brodak. Brodak had a copy of them. I think they were made in Ukraine. Can't get them from Brodak. I don't know whether Randy has any or not. I thought Nelson was making them, but I don't know, to be honest with you. Put this in the box so I don't lose it. Of course, it don't fit anymore with that spinner on there and the muffler. Okay, let's weigh up my airplane. See what she weighs. Put this cowl back on it. I'm going to sand on this wing tonight too. 600. Because I'm probably going to start covering tomorrow. what happened to the screws? There they are. I gotta tell you, it's nice to be in my shop. I got slightly more room here than I do in Dayton. I got tools here too. Okay, we can weigh her up now. Now I got a foam block, but that's in Dayton. Let's see what we can use here. Put your guess in how much this thing weighs. Okay, turn this on. Oh, it's got the push rod on it. Gonna have to sand like a madman to get all this stuff lightened up. We got a weight yet? Yeah, I wish it was 9 ounces. You know what? I'm gonna put that on top. It's not bad, really. We can kind of calculate the weight by adding this up here. Come on, get off of there. Oh, shit. Oh, well. This thing will time out before I get this on there. All right, we got any weights? I can just about tell you what the finished weight's going to be, but I'll tell you what the weight is right now. Yeah, I wish it was 11.2. Or what does that say there? I wish it was 11.2. One more guess and I'll tell you the weight. And I'm gonna sand on it some more. We're gonna get that down before it's all said and done. Nope. 24 3/4 ounces. So let's figure what the weight, flying weight's going to be on this. Twenty-four 3/4 ounces. 24.75 plus. We got 22 ounces of hardware that goes on this thing. That includes wheels, landing gear, pipe, engine, prop. So we got plus 22. That's 46.75. Let's say a 7 ounce. I've been finishing them in 6, but we'll say a 7 ounce finish plus 7. Yeah. We got to add the push rod. That's plus 1. This thing could come in extremely light. It could come in really light, but I wouldn't get my hopes up too high. The number that I got there is 55 ounces. I won't make that. It should be under 60 though. 55 ounces is kind of a pipe dream for the wood that I got. You know, what are you going to do? So let's get some 600 paper. What did I do with it? I put it over here. And we'll start sanding away. I'm going to try to do just as nice a finish as the Monado. And Craig, I haven't thought about your email to me. I don't know what I'd have to charge. It wouldn't be cheap. I mean, I know what I get for a frame up, but if you want me to do a complete airplane, building parts easy. This is the part that's hard. The endless hours of sanding. And we're going to get it lighter than a 6 ounce finish on this. Nicer. That's why hence the 600 paper. I normally don't go down this low. I usually just go to 320. But John's been having some real good results with sanding down to 600, so we'll go down to 600. We got to get that 20-point finish with no paint. And that's a feat. You know, to be honest with you, I've never seen a 20-pointer. Never. No. Take aparts are easy. No problem. We'll get that Ukrainian hardware. So it's like a Yatstinko. I would love to see the Ukrainian operation just one time. I could probably learn a lot from how they do things. Now the bad thing about the Ukrainian airplanes is they're very light, they fly extremely well, they're very expensive, but they ain't gonna last more than one season really. Them airplanes, I mean, I've never owned one, but I don't see them lasting more than one season or 2 seasons tops. Yeah, we could come in extremely light. Extremely light. That'd be a good thing. And I keep shooting for lighter and lighter and lighter, thinking that if I in the ballpark and as long as I can do them 6-ounce finishes. I gave this one a 7-ounce, just to be generous. And you won't do one of them finishes with that spray shine crap. It looks really good, it really does, but boy is it heavy. I've had people tell me, I spray one coat on it, adds 1 ounce. Your ass. Let me weigh the paint before you spray it, and then you spray it, and then we'll weigh your airplane. I'll guarantee that whatever it weighed in the can is what it weighs on your airplane. Nothing gases off. It's plastic. You know, I should have been doing this long ago. I could tell the wood's tightening up. It's going to take less paint. Just one more step. Yeah, we might cover this tomorrow. At least start getting the clear on it. I can't do much more. I've done everything from hiding the seams on this and sanding it with 600. Same thing I did on the Monado. So the only difference between this and the Monado is I used carbon veil on the wing on that airplane, and we ain't going there no more. However, that airplane is light. It's only 59 ounces, I think. Yeah, that was a good thing to do. 600 really closing the grain. I do this a couple times with the dope. I got a quart of Aerogloss I might put on as the first coat. 100% Aerogloss. I might pull out the tricks that I used to do. Double boiling. Dangerous, but sure works good. Danger is my middle name. Let's see. Let's see what else this says. I can't read it. It's across the room. Biggest problem is trouble with the Senko hardware for a wide body fuselage. Yeah, but that doesn't mean that we can't make one for a regular fuselage. Dried paint weighs less than wet paint. Yeah? How much of the carrier do you think gases off in urethane? None. It's just a carrier, and when it goes on, you know, whatever you spray on stays on. It's a mechanical bond, where lacquers are chemical bonds, and the thinner and the vehicle all gas off. It doesn't all gas off. Probably, I'd say probably 40%. The problem with most people painting dope finishes is they get them big eyes and they want to see that shine. Yeah, the dope will shine just like urethane. Put enough of it on, like Kenny Stevens, a gallon of dope. Now, a dope finish weighs 1 ounce per coat. So 1 quart is 6 coats, 6 ounce finish. You put a gallon on, let's see. 6, 12, 24 ounce finish. And they say, well, we're sanding it off. No, you're not. You can't sand it all off. I know you guys are probably thinking I'm full of BS, but I can prove it. I mean, I've done enough painting to know. I mean, that was my job in the Navy. Painter of gray. I hate to think how much a paint job weighs on an F-14. God, we put gallons and gallons of epoxy on that thing. I mean, it really weighed. I still gotta finish this wing door here. I'll work on that later. We need to mark this forward. Figure epoxy paint's about 7 pounds a gallon, maybe 8 pounds a gallon. And 90% of it stays on, so 90% at 8 pounds. Let's see, 90 to 48. Let's see here. Clear. 8 times 0.9. Right? How do you do that? Let's see. 8 times 9, 72. So it's minus 8. About 6.5 pounds per gallon dried for epoxy paint. That's just a guesstimate, but oh, I'm gonna have to boogie that. That dope, it probably weighs 7 pounds. It's 7 pounds a gallon. I don't have a can around here. We could weigh it. But whatever it is going to be almost cut in half when it dries. So the only way to get a light finish is to limit the amount that you put on it. Less paint, less weight. 1 quart is all you get. You just got to make the most of your 1 quart. Anybody seen the price of dope? I'm going to go over to Wix here this week. Gallon of dope, $1.24. Quart of dope, quart of thinner was $20. So it's $80 a gallon for thinner and $20 a quart. Let's see, no way, is that right? 20, yeah, $80 a gallon for thinner. It used to be 54, now it's 80. The Insignia white dope was, I think it was 64. Now it's 100, it's almost double. It's ridiculous. Superfill, $41 a quart. That was 25. Let's go, Brandon! Price is right out of the hobby. You guys need to hire me for president. This would all stop. We'd open up the spigots and drop the price. You know, I think the electric airplane guys have rubbed over on the electric car guys because they're just as fanatical. The only difference is that we can power electric airplanes. What they're not thinking about is when it becomes unprofitable for the oil companies to even go drill and they quit drilling, where are you going to get plastic from? Where are you going to get paint from? Where are you going to get tar from? Where are you going to get beauty products, you know, your cosmetics? Where are you going to get Vaseline? Where are you going to get oil to keep things lubricated? There ain't going to be none. We're going to be in the Stone Age. Duh. You guys better wake up. But I think the day of reckoning is coming. About 28 days. I hope so. Where are we at? 52 minutes? That swing feels nice. Feels pretty nice. It weighs 1 ounce the way you do it. Some guys add 25. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I love to watch the Wendy videos. He goes, mix up a gallon of paint, he goes, that's one quote. 2 coats, about a gallon of it. His airplanes are beautiful though, so you can't knock the guy. I mean, he does super good work. He puts a lot into it, or he did. Now he's painting motorcycles, but it doesn't matter what a motorcycle weighs. Spray it all up, take 5 gallons to put on there. The trick is, this is a 6-ounce finish, and it won. I don't know how, but it won. Lots of sanding, so it is possible. I was really surprised that it got the votes it got. Dan Banjak told me it was the gold leaf that did it for him. So we might have to do that again on this one. I got gold leaf on my Continental, my classic Continental. But everything has to be right, you know. Can't just be one thing. All the woodwork has to be right. Paint has to be right. Even John said, you know, he didn't understand. Them other guys had spray shine on their airplane. Either that or they just felt sorry for me. Hell, I've been trying for 25 years to win that stupid thing. But I looked around my shop here. Let me tell you how many concourse trophies or awards I have. Of course, I got the Nats. I got a Spirit of 64, which is a, you know, we'll just count concourse because that's Spirit. 1, 2, because that's Pilot's Choice Classic at the Nats. 1, 2, 3. We got this one here. Memphis Stunt Classic, Pilot's Choice. Then on this plaque up here, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. On this wall here, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I got 15 Pilot's Choices. We're doing good on Pilot's Choice. One that I haven't won is the FCM, so I give my airplane on a shirt. But I got my airplane on a shirt anyway. Actually, it's not on a shirt; it's on my sweat. You know, a sweatshirt, and it ain't printed, it's embroidered. You see that? Stunt Hanger, Worldwide Control Line Club. Back when we first started, I gave Schultze a jacket with Stunt Hanger on the back. I gave out jackets. And when I was working for Harley, I just had more money. I don't have nothing now. I got nothing. Not like compared to then. Let's see how long we've been on here. Should be about an hour. We got 2-3 minutes. So this is what I'll be doing for the rest of the evening, is just detail sanding. I think John was doing that today too, getting ready to do his 2 or 3 wings or whatever he has there. Ooh, that's a good thing I noticed that. Oh, that one too. I gotta hit all these. Not good. Okay, so we got a block here. Let's get this. See, I missed this. And even though it's on the bottom, Jim Lynch would go, "Hey, why did you forget that?" I sure hope someday he's able to go back to the Nats and judge appearance again. At least he knows what he's looking at. He dinged me in 2006 for not finishing the bottom of my airplane as good as the top. That'll never happen again. I didn't know. I do now. Now you want to make sure all these cap strips are flat and sanded flush. Otherwise, if the covering puckers there, it looks like crap. And the bad thing is, even though that I have paid attention to every cap strip, or will have paid attention to every cap strip on this thing, there'll be somewhere that's not perfect. There's nothing you can do about it. That's pretty good. All you can do is try to do your best. You know, what more could anybody ask of you? Did you do your best? Well, yeah, I did my best. Wasn't good enough, but he did this right. The silk suspension laid perfectly flat all over everything. No distortion. And if your joints aren't tight right here, that's another problem. So make your cap strip tight. I can't believe I missed all them. I didn't miss them. Must have fell asleep. Get a little booger of CA on here, a little drop. That'll show up through the covering. So this 600 deal was a good idea. That's why it's also good to have your buddy check you. You know, if I was over at John's, I go, "Hey, John, what do you think?" And you go, "Well, what do you got about that?" And it gives you the opportunity to go, "Well, I ain't going to do anything about it," or "We're going to correct it." You know, some mistakes are uncorrectable. So you just, when anybody said, "What are you going to do about that?" "I ain't going to do anything." What can I do? It's the way it is. on hand too. What's I thinking? Yep, I got 16 airplanes here. Four in Dayton. So we'll have 20 airplanes here shortly. That's nice. Smooth as a baby's bottom. You gotta do this to really appreciate it. I can't explain it to anybody what kind of high I get out of just sanding and creating something out of wood. You listen to that, just perfect. No scratches in it. Beautiful. My dad was a guy who always told me it had to be perfect. You can't make it perfect, but you can get it damn close. Close as humanly possible. That magazine article I read you was something I was going to send to my dad, and I never got around to sending it. He would have been proud of that. So. His speed planes were all black lacquer hand rubbed. They're real pretty. Like a baby grand piano. Look at a baby grand. It ain't urethane, it's lacquer. Boiled lacquer. I can't remember, did I do this thing? The trailing edge. Nope. Well, there's a big difference. Big difference between that and this. Let's see, we're going to have to work on that too. Now this here is a problem. I don't have any superfill here. So what can I use? I got wall joint compound. I could use that if I put CA over the top of it. Some good stuff. I can remember as a kid we used this plastic wood stuff. Wells wood, plastic wood. Well, that shit sanded like rock, boy. It takes 80 grit to sand it. The reason you don't want to use spackle is it's water-based. When it dries, dope will attack it and make it soft again. It's heavy because it's gypsum. You can use it if you coat over it with a thin coat of CA, but I don't recommend it. I learned that as a kid too. Well, there's some scratches right there. We're gonna have to get them out with some paper, some real stuff. Let's see if we want to use 320 though. We don't want to use 180. Don't want to add back any more scratches. Where'd they go? Right there. I don't want Jim Lynch to go, hey, what did you do about that? How come you missed that? Pretty embarrassing. You guys need to see Jim's airplanes. They're finished perfect. Him and Charlie Reeves. The more you rub on this, the lighter it gets anyway, so it don't matter. We're going to take that off because it has an issue right here. We'll sand that with 180 though. We got her. If you haven't tried the attenuation system, you really need to. And you really need to build the trailing edges the way I do so that you don't have to use any hinge sealing tape. Okay, get her with this. Sando, sando. See, what you guys don't understand is when I shut the camera off, I still sit here and sand. The difference is I can listen to something in the background. If I could have something in the background, maybe I'll get some earbuds. Come back here. That's it. Run under the table. You guys got any questions of what I'm doing, or you just enjoy listening to me talk and watching me work? I'm here for you guys. You can ask all the questions you want. Only dumb one is the one you didn't ask. Another thing I found digging around in here, any of you guys need a ECM for a 2000 FLHT Magneti Morelli? I got one. Came out of my bike. I know it's good. They're very expensive. I'll sell it cheap. Come on, get on there. There we go. I don't know if you guys remember, I had a dent in the back of this trailing edge. I spliced it in. You can't even tell. I can just barely see it there. When I get some dope on it and it gets covered, it'll completely disappear. Completely gone, man. That's a good repair. Can't feel it. You're cutting, let's see what he's doing here. Hinge slots, it must be nice. Oh yeah. There's still not enough room here though. I mean, I could have a 60 by 60 aircraft hangar and there wouldn't be enough room. I'd figure some way to crap it up. We need to do that to the elevator stabilizer too. Leading edge here. Yeah, I got that already. I didn't go down here though. Okay. It looks real flat across the ribs, so should be a nice swing. Check the other side. There's nothing you can do. You can put a straight edge on it. Just look, and looks like that one might be a little high right there. So we'll just hit her right here with this. Oh. I got it. That's good. This one right here. If you don't think this makes a difference, you're sadly mistaken. R4. That looks good. That looks good. Anyways, I have to adjust a couple. That looks good. So we only had two to adjust, and of course they were on the top. I'm glad I adjusted them because they would have stuck out. Now I'll go to the paint store and get a couple tack rags, and I'll tack this off before I start to open it. Or you can use Windex soap rag or whatever, but I think a tack rag would probably be better. Of course, I got some compressed air I can blow it off with. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Man, they were laser straight. This wing came out really good. About as good as my Thunderbolt, my 07 Thunderbolt. I must be getting better. Now you see how I'm sanding this sheeting here? I'm doing it with 600. Don't do it with 320. You'll have a starved horse look. It'll look like crap. It's a light touch to seal, sealing the wood. And it still could starve horse look on me because this is wood that came from Australia. Nice, clear, nice, great grain on this stuff. But you got to remember, we're putting tissue on it. I'm wetting the tissue, putting dope on it, loosening the lignin. This stuff's always shrinking. So as it's shrinking, it's trying to suck in at the ribs. You can't suck in the ribs, so it sucks in between, and that's where you get the scallops. That's one nice thing about an I-beam wing. Is there's no sheeting to scallop. You just got a rib every inch and a quarter. And I'm going to build another I-beam wing. I forgot about that. I got a Cobra over John's, and I got two beams right here. This is a 58-inch beam. And this is a 60-inch beam. I've been hanging on to these. I built these, I don't know, 10 years ago. These are not quite as good as my white pine beans, but you can't get white pine anymore, so we're stuck with laminating. That's 2 airplanes right there. Oh boy. Got a little boogar right there. A little bogey. A little piece of CA. Got it all. Danny, get out of that chair and into the garage. I know you're watching. Oh, I see a little bit of ace bandage mark. Sand that out. You got it. Next time this airplane comes back here, it'll be complete. We'll have this done before Christmas. I gotta come back here on the 8th for the big event. Any questions tonight, guys? All I'm doing is kicking sanding. Average duration was 14 minutes, 7 seconds. 78 people. All right, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Fair winds, tight lines. See ya.